Sheffield, in Sheffield city centre, almost, in the area known as the Crofts. It's the name that this part of the town is bearing since 18th and 19th century. This is part of a ever-changing Sheffield where Watkin Jones and Johnson Associates are building a new student apartment block. The remains that we have here are, we know for sure from the mid-19th century, we have this depicted on one of the maps, OS maps, showing this area of the town. And their importance is enormous, because this is the history of making steel, so therefore is history of Sheffield and its inhabitants.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm the supervisor here at the ongoing works at Hollis Croft. I've been here for about 4 months now, and I've got a team of a maximum of up to 10 people on site with me, and we've been excavating the 2 cementation furnaces that you can see behind me. The cementation furnaces worked on 2 levels, and we're very, very lucky and fortunate that we've actually got this preserved in situ. The original furnaces, when they would have been fully built up, would have been 2 large conical curved structures. You might have a bit like dovecotes, but it would be red brick. So at the moment we're right in the very heart of the 2 furnaces, but I'm standing on the boundary line between our northern furnace and our southern furnace. The line of bricks that you see on here, this is where the domes of the furnaces would have come down and butted against each other. The curving of the chimneys comes out towards the camera on this side, and on this side is reflected the same behind me. Within the furnace themselves you have the cementation chests. The chests are made out of a variety of materials to all withstand heat. The rose-coloured bricks you can see, that got that lovely sort of burnt yellow tint to them, that's the first part of the cementation chests, and these bricks are fire brick. The material that you can see here, and then along here, this is a sandstone type material called ganister. The ganister is often making up it's all called a sarcophagus or a coffin, and they're the flues in which that cools down and sort of keeps the heat circulating within the furnace itself. So this is ganister here. The black material that you can see on top, so this layer, this is the material called crozzel, and that is the wheelspun drift that you get from cutlers and the cutlery making. It's basically like a slag type material. It will be sold to the cementation furnace workers, and they'd use it as a bottom lining for the chests, upon which they would place the layers of Swedish iron and the charcoal to allow the carbonisation process to make the blister steel. Once the furnaces have stopped firing, it takes around 2 weeks for that process to occur, and you then have the iron that becomes steel. They would chip the crozzel off, and then they'll sell that to the builder's merchant, who will then top walls in Sheffield with the crozzel-like material. So if you ever walk around Sheffield and you see a stone wall with this very, very strange slag-like material on top, there's got lots of bubbles in it, lots of weird dark colours, that's probably going to be from a cementation furnace in Sheffield. At the moment I'm on the highest preserved level of the cementation furnace chests. The material you see in front of me here, this pink stuff, that's the ganister. That's the sandstone material that formed the coffins or sarcophagi of the actual chest itself. The black material you can see on top, with the lines running across it, that's the crozzel, and the crozzel was the bottom layer of the chest upon which you laid these Swedish iron rods and the charcoal to allow the carbonisation process to turn it into steel. One of the unique elements about Hollis Croft is that we've still got the lines preserved in situ of where those rods would have gone, so it really helps you build a picture of what we're actually looking at. The chest itself would have continued up, perhaps up to another metre or so, and each half of the chest, so it's a bit like a lung, get one on this side and then one on behind me as well. Both would have been filled up with the Swedish iron and the charcoal to allow the cementation process to work. But you won't get that without the heat. The heat comes from, if you can see, the stoke hole beneath me. You have vaulted archway there, followed by some more fire brick and a steel lintel. Would have been accessed by these curved chambers. So this is an entry point here with a brick curving round and then curving round this way. Then it goes back to an access tunnel. And at present, we think they're using these access tunnels to stoke the fires of both furnaces at the same time. So the northern furnace here, be able to access the tunnel here, stoke the fires in the chamber beneath me, come out, go to the side, and you can stoke one on the other side as well.